BenQ is completing 25 years of its incorporation, both in India as well as the worldwide at the same time. So what it means is that we started in India at the same time when we started on a worldwide basis. So in December this year, we'll be completing 25 years of existence. And then during this 25 years, I think there have been a lot of ups and downs in the beginning part of it. But I think we have had a very smooth ride for last about 15, 16 years, where there has been a gradual uh, uh, increase in the business, and brand BenQ is in India is now very, very strong. So if I just try to capture it, first of all, we started our journey primarily as a consumer brand. And at that point of time, we used to be there. Apart from the products that we are there, two of the products were still there at that point of time, which were the monitors and projectors. But apart from that, we used to have mobile phones. And we also used to have televisions and laptops. So that was the beginning part of BenQ. And actually, BenQ on a worldwide basis made a lot of progress in the mobile phone business in the year 2005, 4 and 5. At one point of time, it was the fourth largest mobile phone brand in the world. Then in the year 2007, we decided to exit the mobile phone business. And I think that was very right decision in the hindsight, because we have seen that the companies after that who did not exit this business, they don't even exist today. So, and we decided to focus on our core competency, which has always been display products. So, since then, we have been focusing more on the monitors, projectors, and later on with interactive flat panels. And we have seen our business growing multifolds. And during this year, which is the year 2026, we are expecting a 50% growth over the previous year. And also we want to give that as a gift to ourselves and our company's shareholder worldwide, that this kind of growth can be there in BenQ in a market like India.
Yeah. So, roughly, what is the top line for BenQ in 2025, on which you will grow 50% this year, sir?
So, like for an example, we will be, what I can say is that end of this year, we should be 1,000 crore plus.
Yeah,
So that's
March,
what.
March 31st.
So actually, we work on a calendar year.
Okay.
So we always look at December, Jan to December kind of a thing. So this year we should definitely be closing at 1,000 crore plus. So which will be a pretty decent growth for us as compared to the previous year. And this will be primarily led by our monitor and interactive flat panel business. These are the two businesses which are growing the fastest for us. In the monitor side, we are mainly into the mid and high-end monitor, and we are very strong in the graphic design monitor, as well as we have monitors for Mac ecosystem. We have monitors for programmers and coders, in addition to the other segments where we are very strong, which are like gaming and esports, etc. When it comes to interactive flat panel, we have been working very deeply in the private education as well as in the government education side. And right now we are executing some very exciting government projects, especially in this quarter. So that's, I think, going to be a big growth driver for us.
In last interview, you all always spoken about what Make in India. You were studying some of
Yes.
the projects, some of the models. You said that with in coming years, you're going to increase the number of models which will be locally assembled through your, local partners here. So what is the
Yes.
latest news on that, sir?
Yeah, so I think last we spoke about this was almost 6 months back.
Yeah.
And at that point of time, we were doing Make in India for our interactive flat panel as well as projectors. So while in the same time, we have increased the number of models of interactive flat panels that we are manufacturing in India, we have also added monitor for Make in India product line. And we will be starting our local production for Make in India from next month, April onwards. So a completely new product line will get added into our Make in India initiative.
Yeah. So are you getting, that kind of quality manufacturing base in India? Because several companies which has tried, getting locally manufactured here, whether it's in electronics or non-electronics in the consumer space, some of them has a not a very good experience with that, partly with the Indian OEMs. So, what's your take on that, sir?
I think Indian OEM space has, it has improved a lot. And what we are seeing is that the quality of products that we are manufacturing in India is at par with what we are importing into India. So we are not seeing any such problems. But I think a lot to do with the kind of vendors that we are working with, at the same time the kind of quality control that we are having.
Yeah, and do you have any plans to, I mean, take those India manufactured BenQ products to some of the neighboring or other markets? Because I mean, if the manufacturing scale is, I mean, economical here, then
Yeah, so we are doing that already, and right now we are focusing on the South Asian markets. So we are already exporting from India to Nepal, Bangladesh, and Sri Lanka, these three markets.
so with the as you're adding more products in that, sir. So
Yeah.
do you think that the number of exports will also increase in coming years?
Of course, yeah, of course. Not only that, exports to these countries will increase, we'll be adding more countries.
So how that monitor business is progressing in India? Because I mean, India is one of the I mean, greatest IT hub, and a lot of, I mean, high end monitors are required here. How the business is progressing here?
Yeah. So if you see the monitor business in India, it's kind of a mature market, because the majority of the buyers are second or third time buyer. So the good thing is that while the overall market is growing at a rate of only about 5-6% year on year, the mid and high end market is growing at a rate of more than 15 to 20% year on year, and we are primarily present in that market. And we have seen our growth rate being consistently over 30% on a year on year basis. And we are focusing on the monitors which are pretty unique for our market and also the users. Like, we have monitors for coders and programmers, which no other brand is having. This is a series of monitors that we have developed with insights from the software professionals from India. And then first we launched in the Indian market. Then they were big hit here, and then we have started selling these monitors across the world. So it is something that was developed in India, is now getting sold across the world. Similarly, we have monitors for the Mac ecosystem, because we know that MacBooks are very popular, they're gaining rapidly market share, but there is not right kind of monitors for them which you can seamlessly connect to it. When you connect to a monitor to a MacBook, generally you don't get to see the colors properly, etc. There are many such kind of issues. With our kind of monitors, it's a very seamless thing. You just connect it to your MacBook. It can read which MacBook, which with processor-based MacBook, and what color profile it is having, and it can produce the color exactly the same colors which you have in your MacBook display and your monitor. So these are some of the things that have been new in the market and which are doing extremely well.
Yeah, BenQ is quietly associated with the Smart School project in India, and I think it has already partnered with several state governments in that. So, how is the progress on that, and what point of growth you're expecting? Because I mean, the funds are flowing. I mean, there is a
Yeah.
lot of fund for those projects.
Yeah. So, see, our focus on a smart classroom project started from year 2010 onwards. Actually, that is, we are one of the pioneers of this concept in India. And till today, we have done about close to 4 lakh classrooms in India, where our smart class based education is in place, which is more than 50% of the total base of schools in India which have got any kind of a smart class in place, whether private and government put together. And now, this year, right now, specifically if I talk about this quarter, we are doing some really good projects in the government segment. We are doing the Delhi government project. So for the first time, there is a smart class execution which is happening in the government schools of Delhi. And we will be doing almost 7,500 classrooms by end of this month. So that will be the phase 1 of the Delhi Smart Class project. We are also doing about close to 4,000 classrooms in the state of Punjab. And we are also doing close to 2,000 classrooms in the state of Assam. And this is the execution within this quarter. All of this should be over by end of this month.
Yeah.
So that's like a substantial chunk of business that we will be doing in this year as well as in this quarter.
Yeah. Roughly, I mean, how many schools you have covered so far, and how many schools you are going to cover this year, sir?
So we don't count it by school, because that can be very misleading, because in some school the number of classrooms which go for a smart class could be only 1 and 2. In comparison to some other school, it can be 40, 50. So we talk about always in the number of classrooms. So our classroom base currently is almost 4 lakh smart classrooms in India. We expect that at least close to 50,000 plus classrooms will be adding during the course of this year. So from 4 lakh classrooms to almost 4 lakh 50,000 classrooms.
Yeah. And what about the projector business? I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I think the earlier projector business were limited to some companies, but I think several other companies they have jumped in, like Panasonic, Sonic. So they have all that segment is now, I mean, populated now.
Yeah, so we are seeing more companies coming in the projector space, but all the growth of projector is happening in the home segment.
Yeah.
Unlike pre-COVID period when projectors were primarily used in the schools and enterprise, now the primary usage is at home, and it is now started giving some tough competition to the TV usage, especially the Gen Z. They don't want to have a device like a TV at their home because they move places very fast. They are used to of a mobile culture. They want to carry all the stuff with them whenever they are at home or in office, or they're going out for parties. They would like to carry the stuff with them, and that's where the portable projectors they mean a lot to them, because you can carry it with them anywhere. They come with the inbuilt battery as well as a smart Google TV system inbuilt. So you can have any app downloaded into that, straight away you can play, and the picture quality is better than a TV. And the good thing is that you don't even need a special screen. You can project on any surface, like any wall, floor, ceiling, etc. So that is another usage of projector which is becoming very popular at home.
Yeah, but it has another writers. I mean, the size of Indian household. I mean, especially in the metros, is very small. I mean, how do you think the projector does fit in well?
So that used to be the problem which used to be there earlier, because when the home projector market was dominated by home theater projectors, and for home theater projector you need to have a dedicated media room kind of a setup. While that business is also growing very smartly, because Indian home sizes are becoming bigger in size, and people are wanting to have that kind of a home theater at home. But the problem of not having a big home is completely resolved with these portable projectors, because that you can use in any kind of a room, and you can also sit very near to the projector and watch, which is not possible with the TV, because it's a reflected light and you don't have any kind of a eye fatigue, etc. So these two kind of projectors put together, they are making it very exciting for Indian customer.
Yeah, and roughly, I mean, how big is the market, this home projector market, in the entire projector market, and what kind of market share BenQ has right now, sir?
So overall, the projector market size right now is about close to 1,50,000 projectors, and BenQ's market share in the overall projector market is about 25%. When it comes to the home segment market, that is where very strong. We have almost 50% share of the home projector market.